All right, right now spring break is on lots of people's minds, so is planning for the summer as well. Ginny Maurer with Cruise Planners is with us. Okay, so let's talk about some hot destinations. What are you seeing right now that people are like, this is where I'm making my plans?
So Alaska, which Alaska has always been popular in the summer, and more people are wanting to go there, and actually Europe, seeing a little bit unique. So seeing, of course, the standards of Italy, but also Switzerland, Ireland, Scotland. So lots of Europe vacations.
I'm sure the Olympics certainly played into that with all of the beautiful like landscape that all of us saw, that kind of thing. A lot of people do go to Europe. A lot of kids go on class trips and all that other kind of stuff. There are some changes though that are coming, like when you go to Europe, when you enter those countries.
Yes. So if you're going into the UK, Scotland, Ireland, London, you actually do need to get a visa. It's a quick, easy visa that you do online. You make sure you go to their website. If you're going to any of the other countries, you need there's no visa. They're getting ready to start it in the fourth quarter of this year, but there is something called the EES, which is the entry exit system. All that you need to do is be prepared. They're going to fingerprint you and take your picture as you go on.
Okay, all right. Now, when we're talking about just traveling here in the United States, a lot of people for spring break, one of the popular things is to get a cruise, right, to, South Florida, and then they're going to go off to the Bahamas or wherever else, or they're going to go down to Disney World, and they're going to fly. So what do they need to know about flying to any of those in-house destinations?
In-house destinations, they still must have, all adults must have a real ID. If they do not have a real ID, they can use a passport, even though it's domestic. If you do not have a real ID, they are still letting you through, but it's a $45 fee each direction.
All right, and so that $45 fee, it kind of spans for what, like 10 days, something of that nature?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, but you'll have to do that before you actually go through TSA. Is that correct? You're going to have to do everything online. There's no like handing cash to someone at the airport and saying, let me just get through.
That is exactly right. Yes, you actually do need to do it online. But quite honestly, the lines you can get a real ID very simply now. And this temporary fix of the $45 fee could end at any point in time.
Okay, now kids do not need this. So if you're traveling with a bunch of kids, that kind of stuff, there's no worry with them.
No worry with them. But again, if you want to use your passport, even on domestic, a passport will override the real ID.
Okay, so many people take a trip like a cruise or something of that nature, and maybe they're booking that for the summertime or later on this year. One of the big key things I hear you talk about is when you take your flight to board that cruise.
You should always go in the day before for that cruise. Do not plan on trying to fly in the day of. Too many things happen with airlines, with weather. Too many things. Fly in the day before, get there, get settled, and then you can board the cruise the next day.
All right, so when you're saying too many things happen, all I think about is travel insurance and when do you need it, when do you not need it. Talk about a little bit about what travel insurance does.
So there are all kinds of policies, but travel insurance is going to cover from the minute you buy it to the minute you get home. A good policy is going to cover, heaven forbid something happened and you need to cancel. You can get a full refund with a good policy. It's also going to cover while you're traveling. If you're on a cruise, all-inclusive resort, you are not covered by most of the time with your U.S. health insurance. It covers that. So you're going to want to get insurance as soon as you feel that I'm not willing to risk this money.
Yeah, I think if it's a big trip, that you've spent thousands of dollars, a couple of $100 for, the travel insurance, not, that's something that you should do. But if it's like, a $150 trip, it's like, okay.
Exactly.
Well, we appreciate your
time. It's
time.
that risk reward factor.
I know, the risk reward for sure. All right, so Alaska's big and Europe is big. So we'll see where else everybody travels as the months go on. Thank you so much, Ginny. We appreciate your time and expertise. This is going to be in the Who Wants to Know section of our website. Right now, we're taking a look at the forecast because you can just stay right here. Isn't that right, Tim?